Corpses near the buildings, all this light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys, time to make a choice. Time to find our courage, time to be deployed. Make our only stand here, make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past and future meet. Get your weapons ready, kiss loved ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Fight the war. Fight the war. Oh, who knows why we're fighting? It's about the bite. Let the writers writing settle wrong from right. In the time of conflict, when the bullets fly, in the space of seconds, a life you cannot buy. Face the facts before you, face the simple truth. We're hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war. Soldiers in the ruins, rubble in the streets, corpses near the buildings, all this light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys, time to make a choice. Time to find our courage, time to be deployed. Make our only stand here, make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past the future meet. Get your weapons ready, kiss the ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war.
Yeah, it's a Thursday, June 18, 2015, in the name of our Lord and our Domine. I was trying to kind of struggle with Latin there at the very end. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome to a Thursday night stream. I hope everybody is doing well out there, and I hope everything is working well with notifications, because I have not gotten some notifications from people that I followed. There have been people who have been randomly unfollowed and things like that. So I really hope that people are getting notifications of these things. What's up, Mike? And hello, Smacky. I hope that people are getting notifications of things email-wise and otherwise. I really hope. I'm trying to put things on Twitter and on Steam and all that to sort of let people know, but there's only so much I can do. So please, please, please spread the word as much as you possibly can when the stream gets started. There's not really much I can do to fix that problem. You know, I still have the same number of followers that I did, so I haven't lost followers, but I've heard lots and lots of people saying they haven't been getting Twitch notifications, which is unfortunate, but we will soldier on nonetheless. So you guys know the way to help out the stream, of course. As I've already said, all you have to do on your end is to hit !CTT. That will allow you to tweet out the stream. Hitting the video share button underneath the stream will help as well. Right, !ArvTube will get you over to my YouTube channel, where you can actually check out my past broadcasts of the stream. So that is something which could definitely help as well. And then last but not not least, Steam group will get you over to the Arvanauts Steam group, and you can hang out with the Arvanauts and talk in between casts as well. And then last of all, of course, Arvtreon, that will get you to my Patreon, currently sitting at 25 patrons, $195, which is awesome. If we can get past that $200 level, you'll be able to actually have chat choose a game that they would like me to play for a day. So that is coming up as well, so you can do that also. And yeah, so The Witcher 3, we will continue with The Witcher 3 tonight. Tomorrow is either going to be Icewind Dale or possibly more Witcher 3, depends on whether or not the guys get back to me or not. I don't know. I will, we're trying to follow up, but again, it's like herding cats, and the summer is particularly difficult because everyone's on vacation and going different places and doing different things. So, nonetheless, despite all of that, we will continue to soldier on there as well. And if we're not doing Icewind Dale, then we'll definitely be doing more of The Witcher tomorrow. And of course, I will be streaming next week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream over the weekend. I actually have a wedding to go to up in Boston, so I may be at that both days and may not be available for a stream, in which case I would certainly be back to you for my normal streams next week, so we will see how that goes. But other than that, though, pretty much same plan as usual, which is to have fun and have a good time. So hi to everybody who is here right now to start out. And again, hello to Wonders, Money, McCurious, Ghost Number 1 Fan, Capoeirist, Mike, and Apples. Good to see you guys, and I look forward to hanging out with you guys as time goes on. So let me get rid of this. And let me turn on this. Hello, everyone. As I stand up farther than I was. Good to see everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome. And we're going to have some fun with The Witcher tonight. At the very end of the stream last time, the Witcher started to chug a little bit. Yes, I'll talk more about that in just a minute, actually, Mike. It started to chug a bit, and it's because my CPU was running really hot. So I've got my hardware monitor up, checking it. It's always been a little warm. It's always run in like the... like at idle, it would normally run like high 40s, low 50s. Right now, it's running at about 63, 64 degrees Celsius. And normally, I think by the time I ended, it was running at like 80. So, I don't know. There's only so much I can do. I may have to throw another cooler in there or something like that to try to help. But it's been running hot. I've also been putting it off in part because at some point, I'd like to get a new processor, get an i7 processor, and just get a whole new stock, cooler and all that stuff, which is basically the last two upgrades I can do on this board are I can get a better processor and I can get a better graphics card. But since I just dropped some money on the portable Twitch streaming rig, I'd rather not drop more money on something else. So I don't know, that may have to wait a little bit, but we will see. And in any case, so I'm going to be monitoring temperatures a little bit. As far as Sword Coast Legends is concerned, yes, I do plan to play it. In fact, I talked to, they actually have a channel on Twitch, a Sword Coast Legends channel, and I actually talked to the devs, and I'm probably going to be interviewing them. They said they'd be interested in that. I have to follow up with them, but yes, I have been interested in that for a while, and I have a sort of connection. Yeah, that was my impression, Money, so I think that's might have been what was happening, and I don't... There's only so much I can do about it. I mean, the other problem, too, is that it's summer and it's hot up here, and I need to figure out a way to sort of cut down on the temperature up in this room, but it's the top floor of the house, and it's warm, and it's June. And so there's only so much you can do to sort of, cut down on the ambient temperature, and that obviously affects everything else. But I will do what I can nonetheless. But anyway, yes, so I am going to be playing Sword Coast Legends for sure, and I'm going to be interviewing the guy as well, because it looks a lot to me like Neverwinter Nights. I really hope they don't screw it up. The thing I noticed on the Sword Coast Legends channel was that they were spending a lot of time showing like still shots and like video clips and stuff like that, and exactly, I'm curious, even more dramatic cast. So I didn't see a lot of gameplay, and I really would like to see more gameplay. So we will see. So anyway, they can go up to 110 without going crazy. Yeah, no, I know, exactly. I do not want it to be that hot, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna have to figure out what I can do as well. Yeah, definitely. It does look good for that, and it looks like, I think it's like 4 people plus the Dungeon Master, so I think basically 5 people can co-op it, which is pretty cool, or essentially co-op it. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, and it certainly sounds like they have the right ideas in place, just a matter of execution now, and whether they can actually deliver on what it is they promised. But all that said, it is good to see everyone. I hope that those of you who were following E3 have now allowed that moment you've been able to take a deep breath after all the cool news, and Dishonored 2. 2 big things that came out for me. Dishonored 2 and The Last Guardian. Pretty much that makes it a successful E3 as far as I'm concerned. The other stuff is fine. You know, the Final Fantasy VII Remake, we'll see how that all works out. A lot of this stuff I couldn't be bothered. I thought the Minecraft HoloLens thing was pretty cool, although it was a little bit misleading in the way that they represented it, but it still is cool. Yeah, Dishonored 2 and Last Guardian, those were sort of worth the price of admission by themselves. But, nonetheless. Yeah, 5-player troop. What's up, Red Lear? Good to see you, Red Lear. What's up, man? Hype. Fallout hype. Yes, and Fallout 4 hype, of course. But let us talk more about that as we play with The Witcher. And I'm just about to wrap up my side quests on this, actually. I think I'm pretty much done with with most of Velen. I still have a little bit more to do, and I have to decide if I really... I don't think I'm going to run through the map and get every question mark, to be honest. Like, if I see them and they're nearby, I might do them. But I've decided that there's so many cool side quests, and I am not a completionist. So I've decided there's so many cool side quests. I'll do those, but I don't really see any reason to do those and then also do the question marks on top of it. I feel like that's unnecessary. Isn't Fallout 4 only like 6 months away? I heard that it's like they released it and then they were like, also it's coming out very soon. You know what I mean? Which is sort of the double shock.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp.
I think that's what I had heard.
And took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
By the way, Mike, you're going to be at you are going to be, I believe, at you're going to be at Gen Con. Are you going to be at ReaderCon or Dragon Con or WorldCon or World Fantasy Con? Are you going to be at any of those? I'm curious. I mean, obviously you're going to be at Gen Con. I know that, but are you going to be at any of the others? October 26th. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 5 months? Wait a minute. July, August. Sounds like less than that if it's October 26th. Okay. What do we got here? I think Pyres of Novigrad is what I was doing next, because I think I had wrapped this up. I didn't want to do Swamp Thing yet. Yeah. So, Novigrad it is. Main quest time, people. Hey. Wait, no.
Greetings.
What do you got?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
WorldCon and World Fantasy, no ReaderCon or DragonCon. Okay. Alright. I may see you, I'm not going to be at WorldCon, but I hope to be at World Fantasy. I actually have to contact them about getting on the program. So, yes. Wow, you really have very little. You have a very unimpressive stock, sir. The hell with you.
Farewell.
Go get better stock. Ah, that's true. I'm running away from you. Yes, I'm running away from you. Hi. This is called laser-like focus, people. Laser-like focus. Hey, what's up, Trendane? Yeah, my processor is running way too hot. It's like mid-80s right now. Although CPU ID, which is the hardware monitor I'm using, is notorious for overrating it. But still, even if it's like 5 degrees off, that still means it's running at 80, which is too hot. I gotta get like some I don't know. I got to get a better cooler on it. Or a liquid cooler or something. I wanted to wait, but I don't want to drop another, $300 on a new processor. Yeah. Have I cleaned the case recently? It's a good question. I'm going to check. The answer is not as such. Yeah, I'm gonna open the case. Hold on a second. Hang on. Bear with me. This is all your fault, Red Layer. It's all your fault. Alright, I just opened the case up. This panel. So it doesn't look... Hey, what's up, sir? Yes, I am. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, it doesn't look terrible in there, honestly. Like, it doesn't look super dusty, but I will try to vacuum out the case. But also, I'm going to get... Tomorrow, I'm probably going to go to Micro Center. I want to get one more fan for my smaller Forum PC that I just built. So I probably will pick up... Maybe I'll pick up another cooler for this. Oh, man. I just hate wasting money. But I guess it's a cooler... Is the i7 the same form factor? Does anybody know? Is it the same form factor as the i5? The i7 is, right? That's a stupid question. It has to be because it fits into the motherboard. So if I get a stock cooler that would... not a stock cooler. If I get an aftermarket cooler that would work for the i5, it would also work for the i7, yes? So that if I get a cooler for this one, it's not like I'm going to have wasted my money because I didn't get it for the i5. Is that right? Yeah, the i7 from the same gen, yeah. So it should work for both. Alright, okay. Other question. Other question while I have you guys. Actually, two questions. Two questions. Sorry, before we go back to this. Two questions. Number one, liquid cooling or regular fan cooling? I understand what's theoretically better, but I'm talking about something which isn't going to cost me a living fortune. And also something which is, you know, not difficult to maintain and not likely to break down. So fan or liquid cooler. Cost would be good too, like budget-wise. So that's question number 1. Fan? Fan, is that the consensus? Okay. Okay. All right. Does anyone have any recommendations at Micro Center? I'll look and find out, but like any recommendations for a good fan, but I'll also look and double check. Okay, cool. Second question. I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, something I'm going to be testing very soon. And that is, here is my new machine. It is not new as in replacing this one, but this is the portable rig. It's done. I finished it. Took me about 4 or 5 hours to build. And it is complete. There it is. And this is a wireless thing. Now, for this one, you guys can see the size. This is small. This is a small form factor. There's the back of it, by the way. This is a small form factor. No GPU. Nope. I just did the integrated. Looks like a microwave. So that's what I was going to ask. For something like this, there isn't a lot of space. No. Cannot cook popcorn. There isn't a lot of space on this, but there is room for the current stock cooler. But the stock cooler is not great. It's fine, like it doesn't overrun, like run super hot. And I'm not going to be running games that are like if I ran this game on this machine, I'd be running it at like low settings. Like this is so that I can stream Dungeons & Dragons sessions, board game sessions on the road, live interview streams where I happen to be at a conference or something like that, and to be able to play some sort of lower level streams and stuff like that. So with that said, you know, is there a recommendation about a cooler to get for this? Oh, you know, okay, Adrian, only when you say it to me. And then I certainly do. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro. So anyway, this. Yeah, but I don't have the money for it, money. I already spent more on the project than I wanted to. And I need something which is, it's a solid state drive and all that, so. Right. I'm going to be doing some gaming, but it's not like, this is my main rig, the one we're on right now. I'm not doing heavy gaming. I wanted a machine that could stream, basically, so that's what I was doing. So, but I had 2 questions about it. One was the GPU. What's up, Shadowed Mage? What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Hey, Parker. What's up, guys? So, number 1 is, if you consider an iPad. I already have a tablet, actually. But so the 2 questions I have are, I have a Nexus 7. But the questions I have are, number 1, the fan, like the cooling system. And the second question, I don't even know if it could, Thorg. Although it's actually a pretty good little GPU, but I don't even know if it could. But the other question I had was, and this is important, I need some kind of a portable monitor, some way to do a portable monitor, because I can't use my laptop monitor for it. Like the laptop monitors are not designed for that. I don't want to have to haul, I have 3 monitors here, but I don't want to have to haul one of these monitors with me. That pretty much destroys the point of portability. Like the reason I got that whole thing, as you guys know, was I wanted a small form factor, portable thing that was cheap, relatively speaking, that I could stream with on the road. And I wanted something that was like pretty lightweight. I mean, this is about 8-10 pounds maybe. So it obviously, and everything is self-contained. Everything you saw there, that plus keyboard, that's it. I have a wireless mouse that's like this big that can fit right in the box. So everything pretty much fits in it. The problem is, though, I need some kind of way to see what's going on. I need a monitor. And I don't want to have to haul this in. So I don't know what kind of USB screens there are. Yeah, I've seen some of them, but the ones I've seen are expensive. And that's the problem. The ones that I've seen are expensive. And I don't know if there's like a cheap one. A projector? I do actually have a projector that I use for D&D stuff. I guess I could do that. What's up, Beljor? I guess I could do a projector. Yeah. It's possible. Maybe. That's not a bad idea. In fact, curved Ultra HD is the only way. This is the projector that I use for D&D stuff. This is a Benq, a BENQ. It's kind of an older one now, but it's really small, and it's kind of a short throw, so you can do it from like a close distance. This works really well for like small little movie things or for like projecting maps, which is what I used it for. Ran a couple of D&D campaigns using that, and worked really well. So maybe I'll try that for this. Yeah, I saw that one already, Money, and I really don't, I already went over budget on this project, and I really don't want to spend another $100 if I can, but maybe there'll be no way to fix it. But all right, well, I'll keep thinking about it. I thought that I could use my tablet as its own monitor screen. I thought that I could do that, and then I looked, and they basically said that there's a way to make it a secondary monitor, but not the primary monitor. So, does the portable, you mean the computer? Yeah, it does, yep. It has HDMI out, yep. Okay, that's interesting, Money. I'll keep my eyes open for that then. I will look into that. But yeah, the portable thing does have HDMI, yep. And DVI also. Okay, thanks, dude. Alright, let's get back into the game. Thanks, all. Okay. Where are we? Man, I'm still not there. Come on, Roach. Alright, we're going to the big city, people. Oh, really? Well, I got this monitor that I had here. I got this monitor, which is really, really nice. What the hell is that? It's a Noonwraith? This monitor I'm using right now to finally replace my old thing, my TV, but I'm not going to start carrying around my TV. That is not going to happen. Excuse me. Gate of the Hierarch. Actually, wait. I just won't gallop. Oh, really, Thor? A 720p TV, really?
Whoa!
Ooh! Ooh!
Come on now.
Oh my god, it's freaking Assassin's Creed. Oh my god, that pop-in. Tip my hat to the ladies. Always do. Always do. This place to really stress the CPU? Great. That's the last thing I need, is to find out that I need to buy a new processor to run this after just spending all this money on this other project.
Smash your face!
I don't think you'll smash my face. You know what? I'm not gonna try to maneuver my horse through this. Old woman! Man! Oh! I haven't, Beljora. Well, yeah, hopefully, I mean, as I say, I'm going to address this tomorrow. Oh, good. I'm going to... Oh, yeah, stage! Nice. I'm going to address this tomorrow. I'm going to go to Micro Center and see what I can do.
Thought things couldn't get any worse.
Damn it. I'm gonna see what I can do about getting a better cooler. But yeah, is it that video, Trendane, that you sent me? Yes, I'm sorry. I haven't had a chance to look at it. Yes, I did actually see that. I'm sorry. I forgot that you sent that to me at the end of the cast. I frankly was so freaked out about what was going on with my CPU that I wasn't paying a lot of attention to other things. Why can I not get into her house? So, sorry, dude. Yes, I did get it.
These are no longer songs of shout.
Oh my god. How do I... In winter, yeah. I mean, it's running really, really hot. It's really running hot. Why?
Our Novigrad.
Ah, that's a joy. That's a good start.
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you, like the others of your species. None! I wanted only to live like you! Help me, kind folk! Please! A Doppler!
Damn, son. Hey, what's up, Orb?
Sure hope Dudu hasn't met the same fate.
His name is Dudu?
Why the stench is entirely different.
Dave Chappelle? Wow. That's a pleasure. Alright, let's find out who these people are that I just saw. Caleb Menge. In those days, rampant persecution and the smoke of 100 pyres choked Novigrad's air. The grim climate provided cover in which a great many bloody butchers built comfortable nests for themselves. Drummed up conspiracies, mass arrests, and show trials resulting in group executions were the favorite building blocks. Caleb Menge, the fanatically ambitious commander of the Church of the Eternal Fire's Temple Guard, was one such opportunist, his moment of triumph coming when he unmasked his superior, the former Temple Guard commander Dave Chappelle, as a Doppler in disguise. Geralt first saw Menge lighting Chappelle's pyre in Novigrad Main Square and had no doubt for this man the appellation fanatical whoreson was too mild by far. I just killed Dave Chappelle. Geralt and I had long known that Chappelle, Chancellor of Security for the Church of the Eternal Fire in Novigrad, had died years ago and been replaced by a Doppler masquerading under his name. We didn't breathe a word of this to anyone, of course, for the change was decidedly in everyone's best interest. The Doppler had proved a reasonable creature deprived of the true Chappelle's cruelty, and under his watch life in the city had much improved. Sadly, the Chancellor's conciliatory style must have raised suspicions as a wave of terror and persecution began to swell over Novigrad. The Doppler was found out, arrested, and burned at the stake for the greater glory of the eternal fire. So do you meet this guy earlier on? Is he like some dude that you like? And then everyone's like, nope, he's dead. Felicia Corey. Geralt had been in situations where he could not prevent someone's death on more than one occasion. In fact, you might say he had grown accustomed to that particular form of agony. It is another thing altogether, however, to stand powerless and watch the unjust, cruel execution of an acquaintance for whom one has developed a fondness. Such was his lot as regards Felicia Corey, a young sorceress whom Geralt had met while chasing the Kingslayer, Letho. Though Geralt had not gotten to know her deeply, he had nonetheless taken a liking to this former pupil of Philippa Eilhart, who had seemed to him a pleasant and enterprising young woman. Yet she was a wielder of magic, and as such met her end in a pyre. Well, great. So we start out with a fail. Lovely.
Pucker up and kiss my ass.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorceress. It's like a witch with muscle. Cast a spell and all's gone in a flash.
Well, she was in a rush.
Hey, the hell are you people doing?
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorceress who lived here.
And we're supposed to believe that.
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple Guard's cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Those temperatures.
Someone's got to know more.
I want to find out what's going on.
Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
Decent folk, says the thug.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
Oh, I meant no offense.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town.
Exactly, I'm curious.
If you know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves got to pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
Oh, this guy.
It's Menger.
Temple Guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the Temple Guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Hop into the guard. Let's see.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them, Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep.
You know
one
that I
error,
know that you know
you'll make a mistake
that I
that's
know
inevitable.
that you know.
I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure, like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
Look for thieves on the main square. Meanwhile, I'll loot. It's like, how dare you loot her stuff? Oh, I'm gonna go loot her stuff. And I actually am gonna loot her stuff because loot. I'll give it back to her eventually. I mean, what? How can I be overburdened? I just picked up 600 things. That's ridiculous. Nope, that's still terrible. It is honestly breathtaking how terrible the armor looks in this game. Dwarven Blade. 75% critical hit damage bonus, really? See, that steel sword's gonna be better, but it's like... to know why the hell she left here in such a hurry. I guess she was hiding, yeah, but the implications of what that means.
Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this.
My evening with a vampire.
Herbs? Roots? Triss turned to healing?
Safe for business, probably. Pretty good joint. It's a nice place that I'm robbing blind.
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
That I have to see, sir. I don't know. Hopefully that's the case, because... See, a lot of this is all not, you know, like, significant information. So I don't know why they would be like, oh yeah, just go ahead and leave. I mean, obviously I was going to check this stuff out.
Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor.
Actually, I already got that Witcher Signs book. I'll have to sell some of those books. Alright. So much for this place. Let's go check out some thieves. There's graffiti in there already. I'm doing some... Listen, Smacky, I'm doing some CSI, man. Robbing her blind. It's CSI. You know.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor. Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
They say some witches swine.
How much do they sell magnificent property for?
Non-humans exhibit a natural inclination towards privacy.
I'm a sorcerer's scalp, and it's a sorcerer's blood.
And over me coffin,
Yes, definitely, of course. You expect me to believe that?
That guy.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Now you.
Good! Pickpocket!
Yeah, definitely, that's true. For the boss fights, especially.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Never rains, does it? It pours.
I've heard of you. Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh?
Kind of busy.
My mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
All right, I'll give you some coin, but you gotta tell me where the Putrid Grove is.
I don't know that. Keep your coin, I don't know a thing. Move on. Be gone!
Wow.
Help poor fellow out.
Who scorned enough God?
The bonny birds that prance by here. Jeez.
Cover corner, cover corner, cover corner. Oh.
Oh, duty calls.
Guess I can save it. There we go. Hey, what's up, Mason? Good to see everyone. On my way, kids.
Hey, you seen any prime filly?
Think I pissed me trousers.
Okay. What's up, Lego? Shoot, I almost lost sight of him for a minute.
Hard times with it, and so I wondered if I could go and have a go for half price.
Why can't I blend? Blend!
Well, then dress halfway. You're a regular. Choose which half.
Choose the front.
Assume that's the guy's hideout. He just dropped off something in the window. There you go. Good man. Thanks for leading me right to the place. Ah, very nice, Hippo. I was playing it yesterday, a couple days ago with my daughter.
Greetings, Your Honor. Good to see you again.
Open up.
Who are you and what do you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer me things.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grave's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Oh shoot! Why didn't I use Axie?
Catch.
God bless America.
You may enter. Oh, right after you.
I don't think so, Mason.
You'll be safe.
Forgot to use Axie. Oh well.
Fine. Make sure you don't lose them.
No worries. Be waiting for you once you're done with the king.
It lets me in anyway. What's up, Demetrius? Yeah, I was thinking that same thing. I was like, wait, free dock? Alright. He used Axie on me to make me forget to use Axie. I just didn't even see it. I'm like, oh, that won't wait. Oh. I totally wanted to Jedi mind trick him there, too.
It him as rain.
Thank you, my lord. A right miracle you've worked.
Look what I found! That's a pretty necklace.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or
Is that
any
Triss?
other mages. But you, well, without our
Oh, really?
help,
Nice.
You're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious.
Not sure about
when
that
you
double
managed to
ponytail
find me,
look.
Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove, ugly name for our cozy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
You face the Temple Guard and witch hunters armed to the teeth, and all you've got's a gang of tramps and a handful of mages. I wouldn't bet a single crown on you.
Nor would I. Not at the moment. But war shuffles the deck. In wartime, folks start to understand things. Start to wonder why magic's outlawed, even though it's so damn useful. Folk come to me knowing full well it's forbidden. You know why? Because they fear death by disease more than torture. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city. Because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
My life. Oh, really?
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret.
Bound to be back soon. Nice to hear a few kind words, but my friend needs his weapons.
Course, I got 'em. Said I'd have 'em, give 'em back. So I'm giving 'em back. Here's your junk.
Thanks.
You watch out for yourself, miss. Novigrad's not what it used to be. Not a city for you.
Nice, Shadow.
I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
Someone very
precisely?
important.
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Before you answer that question, I'm just going to walk away from you.
Already told you, get lost. Be in trouble.
Alright, sounds good, Beljora. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Breaks your neck, drops you in the sewers.
Hello, Clue. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me.
Magicalities?
I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to
Sounds
pay
good, Herb.
you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks. Nothing.
Crushed his bollocks.
Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Whoa. She's like, alright. You don't mind if I rob you blind, right? Since you screwed up and all. Okay. Whoa, boy. You know what they say about what they have down in city sewers, right?
There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't.
Oh, I have to actually remember that. I need to download the ladder DLC. Okay. Forgotten Vrand sword. What the? Wait, I did equip it? It just gave me... Oh, really? I was wondering why I wasn't doing more damage. I'm like, why am I not doing more damage? Oh, the reason I'm not doing more damage is because it randomly equipped the wrong swords for me. That would explain quite a bit. Jeez. Thanks, game. Alright. I need to drop some books. It's not going to do it. I need to drop stuff that's much more than that. Oh, that's right. I need to go to, yeah. These hides are worth a lot, but they weigh a lot too. I need to go to the bank so I can drop in those orens. Every time I look at it, I'm like, so many florins! No, I already read them. I read them. I had 2 of all of those, so... I think I'm going to have to drop one of those bear hides. I don't want to do it, but they just weigh too much. Oh, I thought that was going to do it. I have 48 wolf hides. Okay. I mean, 21 wolf hides. I probably do not need that many. I need to remember to sell those. I don't know what the hell I've been waiting so long for. Wow. There's going to be stuff to sell. A lot of stuff to sell. Don't let me forget that when I get to a merchant.
On this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Don't let me forget that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I figured there might be better saddlebags. Aha.
Free city of Novigrad. The name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes 3 things. Coin, and
I don't think it does affect the game, no, but most of those are not very heavy, honestly.
Confiscating their property and possessions.
It's the hides
and, they'll go after
and the weapons and
non-humans
armor
next.
that weigh the stuff that weigh as much as they weigh.
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should
what
be
Thor
around
said.
here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Menga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Pungent oils. I found it. Yes, enhanced Draconid oil. Nice. I got it. Oh god. Silverton sword. Not worth the burden. I drop it. Superior elemental oil. Nice. Yeah. I mean, there have been times when I had to go back and read stuff again, so...
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
He's like, well, I am a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Like I do raise cheeks, you're a bigger rat picker than me.
What? Slap me silly and call me Thursday,
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you, Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator.
Who's her
of
voice
rodents.
actor? The voice actor sounds
But
familiar
I
to me.
prefer you not to
Triss's?
tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
You're a merchant, familiar with how commerce works?
Of course. Honest pay for honest work.
Half up front, half once the job's done.
You're asking a great deal.
I'm a witcher. Gotta admit, I've met my share of people who say one thing beforehand, another after the fact.
Very well. Your first installment.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
That is some serious red hair right there. Serious red hair. On my way, clown. Gotta go stop rats from happening. Jamie Barbakoff. Okay,
I'll
no,
cover half the space.
not familiar.
You take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Yeah.
Do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Oh, I would have bet that was a place. Oh, it is. Ha ha
Looks like a
ha.
good spot.
Called
I
it.
don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help
I'm
but
all about
agree.
Igni.
But no, notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a
Let
merchant.
the
He
rats
makes his
out.
living by haggling.
Yeah, this is a
Think I
setup.
plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
Listen, lady, you playing a road like a Hammond organ on stage? You casting a spell? Let's go. Nope. I know, right? It just shows how far ahead of the time CD Projekt is. What's going on?
Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
I don't understand what happened there.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once
Oh,
I
really?
hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound. And
Reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
Don't know yet. Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Our lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working.
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends
Called
begged
it.
me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
You will once I'm done with you.
Trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. Let's agree your friends were never here. Now pay the rest and let's part in peace.
You don't set the terms, mutant.
Stay out of it. We're here for the witch.
No.
We're inseparable, see? Afraid you'll have to take us both.
Geralt!
If you say so.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Looking for a bruising? Get it from both sides!
Ow. Ah, damn it. Hey! Bastard. Suck it. There's still some rats left.
That bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Too damn trapped. If not for you.
Wait. I want to hear your speech about how awesome I am, but I want to drop this first. Now, you were saying?
We need to find Brent.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was trying to do that. What's up, Dragon? What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Remember to sidestep. Yeah, I know, Thorg. I'm working on it. That one witch hunter was pretty good. Sadly, not good enough. Let's deal with this weapon sword. Yeah, it's nice, but not nice enough. I need to get some stuff sold, though. Hi, Brandon.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them,
Thank
they'd
you.
have set fire to my home, my warehouse.
The mage hunters know no mercy.
Bullshit. Excuse me.
Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse.
So they didn't sound like it before.
So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
No need. Glad I could help.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri, and I just got an idea. There's an
Thanks,
Oniromancer
Dragon.
in town, Kareem Tilly.
A one-eye
Very
romancer?
capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Kareem's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, Dejonkir, is a rich banker.
Dejunker!
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Kareem goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
And
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'll be nice.
All
Count.
right. See you later.
Count on it. I think I got the digits. What do you guys think? You think I got those digits? Right there? Get quest number? Do I get a what? Come on, let's hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Ah! Freaking love that. Hi. Novigrad dreaming. Wait a second. Before I level up, I want to talk to you, shady individual. Why are you so shady?
Greetings.
Oh. That's not very interesting. I'm a player. I would not classify that as being a player, but okay. Wild hunt. Never lose it. Finally got me some Gwenel. Finally got some Gwenel. Now the only problem is man, I got it, but it's not as good now. It's not as good as what I already have. Still a level away from doing that. I gotta go sell some stuff. Before I do anything, I gotta go sell some stuff. Hey, what's up, Strider? The bright red hair means she's poison. That's what it means to be a... But see, that's a player, but a playa. A playa with the accent on the A instead of the ER. I thought it was a whole different thing, man. Don't hit the player, hate the game. Anyway, this is not playing. I specifically, you know, said no to Kara. And right now it's between Yennefer and Triss, and I'm leaning towards Triss because Yennefer just strikes me as one of those hard to get and also super evil types that is going to screw me over at the first opportunity. So I'm thinking Triss. Although apparently that also wasn't, you know, there were some other things that went wrong there that weren't as good, but you know. Increase that Igni. That girl is poison. Poison. Yeah, see. And that's the thing, Sarum, is that I've always been more interested in the super sweet girl than the ex. Although, like all people, I've got that ex in quotes that everyone knows about. You know what I'm saying? We've all been there. So yes. But I would definitely be more a Triss person, I suspect. Got a side quest, huh? Before we do any of that, though, we have to check some stuff out. Look at that, level 7. My god, I'm way over leveled for that stuff. Alright, we'll get back to that, though. I need to... I do want to play some Gwent. But also I totally need to get some, I need to sell some stuff. So, collect them all and sell stuff. Let me check this quickly. Alright, so that's not something I can necessarily zoom in on, so that's fine. Okay. And then, so that's one of those things. And then, so this is right here. This is what we're looking at. Because I need to get, I need to go talk to the innkeeper. Because the thing is, I need to go there anyway. Because I need to sell stuff. So that'll be perfect. So let's do it up. We're going to go here. We're going to pick this up. And then I'm going to go up here to get that. So let's do it. There's a blacksmith down here. Yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. Right. Well, I got that impression about Yennefer anyway. And see, the problem is that the whole game starts with this fantasy about Yennefer. So it's like, from the very beginning, you sort of have this theory about Yennefer that isn't even true, because it's based on a dream to begin with, like, you know.
How you go with this thing? So the work's come to pick up minding your own business when suddenly Happy pops her head up.
What's up, preacher?
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Bruxay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth. Put holler at him and his tail slinks between his legs. Come on, people.
That's right, Ringo.
White head like a miller's son.
That's right. I save people. You save nobody.
Greetings, Haggard.
Therefore, I win. I was like, that's something to think about. And that's what we call a psychological head. Whoa. Why did you all freak out as I ran past you?
You know how to disembowel him.
Hey-o. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, oh, check this out. Yeah. Give me some front row seats. I love this band. Wait for this drop. I'm Geralt. Geralt. I got white hair and I know when I'm there. I'm Geralt. I am a witch hunter. I know what I am. Geralt. Take out the monsters and take them all down. Geralt. Gonna make Triss happy that I'm in town. Geralt. Check out my scar. I'm at a bar. Geralt. Next to a table, if I am able. Geralt. Listen to music I've heard before. Geralt. Now I'm gonna walk down this wooden floor. You heard? Good times. Hey,
Don't touch me.
Out of my way, punk.
Kingfisher. Where do you get the name?
Master Dandelion's poetry. The king
I got so mad out of that.
fell in the latrine. Know it?
Yeah. Also know the one about Princess Annie, who drowned in the River Fanny.
Yes. At any rate, the Kingfisher welcomed poetry lovers with open
Poetry
arms.
lovers.
Some of the brightest stars in the literary firmament.
Yeah. Dig it.
What are you serving today?
I can't sell any of this stuff. Oh. Come on, man. Can I sell you wolf hides anyway? Can I sell you anything? You have 1,100 gold, and I can't sell you anything. Really. I really... Okay, I can sell you this. Alright, here. I have white bear hide. Have a white wolf hide also. Also have some deer hide. And some bear hide. And some goat hide. -1 point for not dropping the mic. Well, what I should have done is drop the mic and then somehow, like, ignied the stage so it goes up in flames while I'm walking away. Slow-mo. That's what I should have done. It's amazing how much gold I can get when I finally sell the 6 million wolf hides I've been walking around with. Stop till you can't, stop till you can't. Stop till you can't, stop till you can't. Have a candelabra, have a candelabra. I'm not going to keep a butter knife, for God's sake. Actually, no, I want to save that because I might need, but I am getting rid of the rabbit pulp. Okay. Notice that he's now down to 278 gold. No, I'm actually, nah, I'm okay, Mason. I got 1,124 gold now. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Alright, I'm going to save it, and then I hate to do this to you, Wonders. I hate to do this to you, but I gotta give my Gwent deck a try. Still don't have enough to make another deck. But that's okay. But it's time to take out Olivier. Gwent? Wait, horse hides?
What are you serving today?
Where are the horse hides? What if you need to butter something? It depends. Hippo, if I'm buttering if I'm buttering some sour werewolf bread, I'll use my silver sword. I'll use my silver sword, and then I'm gonna ignite it just to lightly toast it, because that's the kind of control that I've got. Don't try this at home, people. I'm a witcher. That's the way I roll. A butter knife is useless. Oh my god, I don't need pig hide either. I'm gonna bankrupt this guy and I'm gonna enjoy it. Alright. Where's the horse hide? This rotting flesh too. Where is the horse hide you were talking about? I'm gonna butter my cards. Where's the horse hide? Oh my god, I have a rusty bread knife too? A broken ore? Where did I get all this crap? Why do I have a platter? You know what? And also, screw the candelabrum. For God's sake, man. So where is this horse hide that I allegedly have? Oh, there's the horse hide. Ah, I can't. That's as much as I can sell them. I'm gonna buy some bread. 1,100 gold, and I freakily bankrupted this guy. He's like, "Thank you, sir."
See you later.
All right. Here we go.
How can I be of service?
Gwent time.
Looking for a partner. Wouldn't mind a round of Gwent.
Then you're in the right place, friend. If you'll play now, I'll stake the unique card from my collection.
You're on. Also, I'm Batman.
Sure, let's play.
Whoa, my god. Oh my god, could I have any more weather cards? Good god, man. A wyvern! I find that there's no real sort of consequences other than losing a little bit of money most of the time to losing this game, and it's the only thing that I am against in Gwent, is that I feel like there's not much risk to it. You're like, alright, well, that happened. Let's try to match him with ranged. Thorg. Does that muster mean? Okay, that's what it means. That was not that impressive, actually. Actually, no. No. Stay up with the ranged here. I'm trying to bait him into either playing a weather card to try to affect it. Fire elemental. Okay. Gonna save that, though. Let's throw... I can get this back. You should get game over. Right, and then it should permanently erase your save. So it should be like the one big roguelike part of the game for no reason. Wow, you were able to place some of those there, huh? Interesting. Alright, so he's going to drop from... He's got 12, 14, 17, 21, 25, 29, 33. He's going to drop to... let's see. He's going to go from 4, 8, 12, 16, 19 to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 19. So he's going to lose 12. Which would drop him... Yes. So the time has come. I'm also going to lose guys, though. But... he passed. Alright. Now, let's see. Can I... Nice. Cool. Alright, he's got 4, I've got 4. And I can't decoy anyone because I'm going to lose it, so... No, not really, Thorg, because his whole strength was based on that. And I got an additional card. Oh, and check out what I got. Look here at what I've got. Vernon Roche, baby. Gonna wait on that medic. Won't let you play ever again. Right. I was expecting that to happen. Let's throw... Hasn't thrown a spy yet. Uh-huh. Would have predicted that. I got that covered, bro. And here is... Now, let's see. I can decoy the media back. I'll get to that first. First of all, let's get rid of that weather, shall we? Right, but I baited him to using a lot of his extra cards, though. He had another one of those? Really? Oh. Oh, he passed? Does he... What is the monster's special ability? What's the monster's special ability? Does he draw cards? Because if not, I'm going to lose this round. I'm going to beat him next round. He's got no cards left. No, there's no reason to use leader. It's not going to be enough, but I don't need it. I win, right? Like, is he going to draw a card after he wins? He's not, right? I'm gonna, right? I mean, I assume that's all I'm doing, right? He wins the round and then he loses. One randomly chosen stays on the board. All right. And boom, I win. Victory. And just for the fun of it, just for style points, kapow. Thank you. Thank you. Give me that card.
You win. Card's yours.
Thank you. Tibor Eggebrocht.
Ah! Don't touch me.
Yeah. The hell is Tibor Eggebrocht? Oh, that's who it is. Oh, nice. Still don't have unicards for that. It's alright, though. Alright, I took down all the innkeepers in Gwent. Alright, so we've got, let's see, the volunteer. It's level 13. Nah, we're gonna do more with Novigrad Dreaming, I think. Novigrad Dreaming. It's such a winter's day. Yeah, I won some Gwent. I found along the way. Whoa, I got down on my knees. Alright. We're doing on time. Okay.
Scoundrel.
Scoundrel, you ran into me, lady.
What do you want of me?
I want you to not bump into me and get mad about it. That's what I want.
Word is, there'll be a big tournament.
Alright, I'm gonna check out that notice board.
Worth seeing. And how. Greetings. Buxom lasses from the lands already taken by Nilfgaard.
What have we got here? and I began to pray. Alright, sounds good. Night, Parker. Parker, by the way, we have a Speculate recording we're doing tomorrow, so I'll be sending it your way tomorrow evening. Just so you know. Warning to the clever folk who's taken to relieving himself in my doorframe every night. If you're reading these words, pay attention. I purchased a top-notch dwarven crossbow at market. I'm going to sit by my window day in and day out till the end of the world if I have to, waiting for you to show again. So unless you want a bolt between your eyes or up your high knee, go empty your water somewhere else, you dirty hooligan. Olbracht Vigerman, 1C Foreman's Alley. Contract Haunted House. I seek a witcher of unsullied reputation. Documentation regarding prior achievements and written references preferred. Who will undertake the task of combing the residents on the outskirts of the city recently acquired by the undersigned Count Kurt Dysart in order to find and drive off or kill the creature which is haunting it. A sizable reward is guaranteed. Sincerely, Kurt Dysart, Count of Anchor, by writ of King Foltest, Temperlane residents of the Kingfisher. Contract Imp. On, let's see, behalf of the Merchants Guild, I hereby announce the following. You found the master-crafted Ursine sword diagram. Oh, so you gotta get an Ursine sword first to upgrade it, eh? A particularly bold beast, an Imptar thinking, has taken to thieving in the market near the city gates. Though it has not yet harmed any humans, this monster has caused a great deal of irrecoverable financial loss. Whoever tracks down and kills this imp shall receive a hefty reward, one free of all taxes in accordance with our Honorable City Councilman's Decree number 1271, C710. Do not tarry in providing us assistance, good people, for retail trade is the backbone of a healthy economy, meaning the financial well-being of the city's merchants lies in all of your best interests. Sylvester Amello, merchant. I thought I knew an Amello from elsewhere. Fist fights. Anyone looking to bash some heads will find plenty of worthy ones in our first city. Those interested in joining the fun, sign up for a tournament. You'll face these most highly honorable gents. Georgius George, known as the Pile Driver. Archibald O'Neill, Captain Iron Mortimer, and Durden, known as the Tailor. Okay. Contract. There's a lot of contracts, man. Monster in the Bits. By order of the City Council, number 1408, DZ 185, reward has been set aside for the killing of the monster which torments and murders residents of the Bits after dark. The only acceptable proof of having performed this deed shall be a trophy taken from the monster's body. Yes, this means your mother's or cousin's or aunt's eyewitness testimony will not suffice, nor will the sworn word of any other person, regardless of his or her claimed relationship to you, the hierarch, or anyone else, and also without caring one whit for his or her alleged trustworthiness, which supposedly can be attested to by any one of your favorite drinking halls. For more information and or to collect the reward, see the District Superintendent for the Bits, Lund, by writ of the City Council, Superintendent of the Bits. Not sure about that name, the Bits. They added a new school gear as free DLC. It's the Woven school gear. It's as good as Griffin. Really? Nice. I'll have to check that out. I don't know if I saw that. Cool. Gwent Lovers. High-stakes Gwent tournament. Gwent Lovers. Count Tibble invites you to come to the Passiflora, where we shall proudly host a high-stakes Gwent tournament. On offer will be not only riveting play against superb opponents, but also fabulous prizes for the victors. Only ladies and gentlemen with fortunes vast enough to cover the entry fee are invited to join. We also require all entrants be in possession of an above-average deck, one fitted with a good measure of neutral cards. Decks shall be checked before entry is permitted. Hope to see you at the Passiflora. That is a lot of stuff.
Oh, so annoyed.
Someone to show them around Novigrad. You read my mind.
Quest, contracts. Hey, what's up, Royx? Oh my god, level 26. Woo! I'll have to wait on that. Alright, I'm still going to do that first. Alright, so it's going to be Novigrad Dreaming, and then I'm going to do the whole following the thread thing. Yeah, for sure. This is real good, Occasion, this game. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry, good people. Ooh, Fists of Fury, Novigrad. I did like Fists of Fury. Fists of Fury. That's also level 23. Holy cow. That is a ways off. Although when you start doing quests, which is another reason I'm not going to do so much of the question marks, when you start doing quests, you get experience, like, fast. Fast, fast, fast.
Help, save me. I'm dying.
Good to see you, Acadrian. Of poverty. If you guys have not already done so, by the way, you guys should definitely follow Acadrian, who's a really, really good streamer. He's a lot of fun to watch. He's a little bit too obsessed with Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Repetitively Reborn, or whatever it's called now. But, nonetheless, despite that fault, he's still a good guy. I'm just joking. But no, it is a lot of fun to watch his streams, and he is a good dude, and you guys definitely should follow him. I don't think !so is working, because Cambridge Bot is down, but we should actually start replacing some of those commands into Lawkeeper just in case. Lawbot. But anyway, you definitely should follow him. If someone could put a link up to his channel, that would be lovely.
Why the googly eyes? Got a case of the bloat?
Maybe I do! There's my case of the bloat, lady. What? The Geneva suggestion. What's up, Golden Eagle? Welcome into the stream. What's going on, Golden Eagle? Welcome. How do I get into this place?
Up the chase.
What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure?
Looking for a way into your goddamn godforsaken home is what I'm looking for. Do I follow people back? It depends, Golden Eagle. Normally I check after the stream, and I double check and see. I do not have a... I probably follow about, I don't know, 45 or 50 people, I would guess. So I do check afterwards.
Wanderer,
but I can't promise it. Depends on whether the stream quality is good and all that. But often I do.
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes.
What's up, Junker?
My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
You haven't had a chance yet, Strike, but I will.
Said, all
What's up, Strike?
Know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add.
Oh, that's
Soon
good to know,
after I
Mason.
witnessed
Thank you, then.
Disturbances.
What's up, Apples? I will check that out,
Led me to
Mason.
fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week... Well, you shan't believe it. I found human feces in the parlor.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact. Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher.
What gave it away?
You may
That?
enter, call that my whim.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
No. No, Junker. It's not in case the second one breaks. No, it is not. Okay, I am going to check that. Actually, after I do this main quest, I'm going to go do the fight, the Fists of Fury and the Gwent one. Oh my god. Everything can be looted. Everything. Don't normally like witches to loot my house. I like that he's sitting right outside, and I'm like, and I'll take this, and I'll take this, and also I'd like that. And can I have some of the other? Like, he just hears someone rummaging, he's like, oh, well, witches are rather a loud sort, aren't they?
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
What the hell's going on? Is that a godling? That's quite an outfit.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.